Hi everyone. Thank you for joining this Gurtam meetup today. First off, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Diana. I'm working at Wialon at development department of Gurtam. I'm Wialon hosting expert. Also, I would like to introduce my colleague, our front-end developer, Pavel Shut. Hi, Pavel.
Hello, Diana.
Nice to see you. Pavel will
Thank you
assist
for having
me
me.
on this webinar, and he will also answer your questions. Oh, you can put your questions on the chat near YouTube video. So if you have any technical questions, any programming question, please write it. Okay, let's go. Before we start, I would like to remind you that our Gurtam meetups are held every week on Thursday. Even if you missed some meetups, you can find the records in special playlist. Link in the description below. Here you can find all previous meetups. So subscribe to our channel to don't miss something. Also, I have a nice, wonderful news for you. The following events are coming soon. Join us on GPS Hardware Manufacturers Top 10 Award Ceremony on July 30th, where we are going to reward the fastest growing hardware manufacturers at Wialon. Our partner with the best units growth dynamics will be rewarded at Wialon Top 50. Ceremony on 6th on August. And finally, on August 13th, there will be ceremony for the winner of our new contest, IoT Project of the Year. By the way, you have still 3 weeks to apply your IoT project for the contest. Okay, let's finally start with our topic. You can look our agenda. We will talk about JavaScript links in Wialon, how it works, looking through HTML content on Wialon page, and sure, we will discuss some difficulties and your questions regarding the topic. I will show you 3 nice examples, I think, which can improve Wialon functionality. Okay, as you know, I think you know about it, that JavaScript links is used to insert is used to insert on HTML page between text scripts to change behavior web page. The same we can do with Wialon pages. We can use JS link to show some additional information like banners, pop-ups. We can add extra buttons, even like chats, for example, like Jivo site. Let's look at the examples. Okay, now I will show you our site. Yes, this is our site, and the first example which I would like to describe you, it's about a banner on our login page. This banner can contain any image about your company info, about some pop-up, maybe some information about hardware or your services, and etc. Let's look at the code. It's, as you can see, it's quite easy. The main idea is we will use the self-invoking function. It's neat to use because we need to be sure that all HTML content has been loaded before we start to launch our script. Let's look there inside the code in this function. We will create a div element on the fly. As you can guess, and then we will we will fill it with the content, with the required content. In our case, we need a link and image. Also, we need to define a CSS style. A little bit later, Pavel can tell you more about this CSS style, and also he will tell us something about good function try and catch error. I would like to show you now how we can select the required element of our current HTML page. Let's open the console. Our console, you know, console is a very useful tool for development. So I press inspect element, and you can see that generally we can paste any element to any place of HTML page. But in our case, we suggest to use this div, the div with class login.bg, because we will apply our banner to our login window. And if we change design, if we change white label or something change with our HTML content, we are sure that our new div element will be the same size will be placed in the same place as before. For example, let's I demonstrate you. As you see now, we have our design Night's theme. It's called Night's theme. And for example, if I change to our default design, you can see that that the login banner is also placed in right place under login window. So everything in this case is okay. Also, it's better to hold to this element to login window, because we can sure that after login there is not such element like div with class login.bg. So our scripts will not add any banner. Sure, we can have a problem, some difficulties with other white label designs. So this CSS style you need to adapt for every white label. As you maybe know, on monitoring site you can apply your white label scheme with your colors, with your HTML elements, and so on. About CSS style, I think now Pavel can tell us more. Pavel, could you please tell us why we use this position, these CSS styles?
Sure. So for default skin of Wialon, we can use this style. So they just position the banner below the login box, and well, if you comfortable with writing CSS, well, you can write whatever CSS you like. So in our case, we just positioned it absolutely like 100% below the height of this login box, and so our image is placed below the login box. Depending on your skin, you may need different CSS, or if you like, depending on what you want to add, you can customize the styles So yeah, this way.
Your task depends on the current white label and current HTML content current. Okay, Pavel, could you please
yes.
also tell us about try and catch function? Why we need to use it?
So as long as just a moment. So if you're writing your own scripts, they at some point in the future they can stop working because we changed something in the page, and for example, the div you were trying to append your content to is renamed, or like we maybe changed styles of the login page, and if something cannot be found, then your script may not work. So it's a good practice to guard your code, and if something breaks, the error does not escalate, and because all the Wialon code continues to work. So it's a recommendation to put all the code that you write in the try catch block. And so if something happens, an error happens, so in the catch block you will get the error, and then you can do something about it. For example, write it to the console, or you can call some URL to get notified of the error so that you can fix the problem.
Okay, thank you, Pavel, for your clarifications, for your explanation. Let's go. The next example, which I would like to show you, it's about icons. I will show you one cute icon. Please look it on the side. Let's wait a moment. Yes, you can see these such cute icons which follow to require desirable links, like for example Twitter will open, or for example Instagram can be open, or you can add any other icons. For example, for this example I have selected social icons, but you can add, for example, phone, emails icons, any other which you need. And here you can place 1, 3, 4, 5, even 10th icon. Now I would like to show you the code. You can see that we use the same method, self-invoked function, and try and catch error, which Pavel has explained recently. Okay, let's open the code, and we can see that it is similar as in previous example. We will create element div. We will add inner HTML like a link with required URL and image with required URL for image parse. The same CSS style, position absolute, top 100% with 100% to define our icons under login window. Just a little bit difference that we use text link center to center our icons. Sure, you can use another CSS style which you would like, which you need. Also, in this code, you can see that we use array icons, and in our examples we have 4 elements, but you can add more or less, and then we use method for each to apply, to create for each elements our icon with required link. So I think for this example is very clear, and we can go for our last nice example. I would like to show you a customized menu inside Wialon. So I would like to add some notation that we can apply JavaScript for our login page, and we can apply JavaScript inside after login. And there is separated options. So if you would like to use, for example, both, it's better that you will separate scripts in both files. Oh, okay. In this example, I would like to I'm sorry, I forgot about some final steps which you should do. After you write a code with required script, you need to save it, and then you can place it on some hosted. For example, I have a cPanel of my hosted site, and the script banner.js I have uploaded to it, and if we check, you can see that lessons type banner.js, banner.js. Oh, so you can see that banner.js script is available by this link. So to finally, you just need to request to our support team and provide them required link to your JS scripts. They can add to your monitoring site, and everything will work as it works on our sites, like I show you now. So let's go to our last example about customized menu. We need to log in. For example, here we can log in. Yes, please a little bit wait. Okay. And we will see a nice new options. I think you know about our user menu, which has default options like user setting, manage application, locator, import, export, and some additional only option like help and support. There is all. So if you need some another extra options, it's not possible, unfortunately, to add via standard functionality. But you can write a script which can add, for example, in our case, it will be shop and personal account. For example, shop will follow us to some hardware devices, for example, or personal account link is used for like CRM or like a personal account for your customers. So let's look the code. Oh, it's first you can see that we use there is some another method. I think for me it's magic method to work our script, because to be sure that all our new options will be added, we need to launch script after full HTML content, full scripts, full Wialon scripts, full resource will be loaded, and only after Wialon initialization we need to launch our script. For this we use this method. A little bit later, Pavel will tell you more about this method. Okay, so let's look inside this function. The same we use try and catch to catch error if something goes wrong, and also we use array with name. I have named options, where can be our extra options with name and required link. after it, we need also to find exact node where we will put our new options. Let me demonstrate you. Okay, the same tricks. We open our console and can see that this div, this div, I'm sorry, a little bit, yes, we can see that there is a Lee element with ID. The ID is quite difficult, complicated, but sure you can copy this and use in your script. So we will add our new option under this Lee, and also we will copy the same Lee with the same style, with the same span, style class, and so on. That is why our new options is similar, is the same like default options. So let's open again the code. You can see that we use for this method clone, and then find required our element and add new item with a-link, required href to redirection, ID. Also we change ID because we need that new option will have new ID subdown plus something. And also we add options target blank to open our link in new tab or new window automatically. Yes. So I think that's all, and it's not so complicated. So now I would like to ask Pavel to tell more about function WebCMS, which use to get full page of HTML content.
Okay, so the main thing you need to know is that just copy and paste this function, because this is actually some internals of Wialon, and you don't need to know like how and why this works. So this is a method we use to add code that will run after everything is initialized. So if you want to do something when everything is ready, so just you can copy this code and edit it to your will. This code is available on GitHub, and we will post the link with the code under the video, so you can go copy paste it and edit it well, to match your needs. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Pavel, for a nice explanation. I think that's all. It's easy it's easy for me. Like I'm not a programmer, and I can write something. For sure, for developer, it will be more easy. So we. Just now, I would like to note you about some maybe problems or difficulties which you can face. For example, I would like to show you my screen again. And you can see that on default skin, on default design, everything looks okay. But sometimes we can change to another nice design. For example, like this one. Let's try it. Okay. And if you log in, you can you can see that for this design the icons is applied also correctly. Okay, let's play, for example, with this one. I would like to show you, for example, in motion, our new skin, in motion. Okay, need time to load. Yes, as you can see there, our extra options are still here. It's very nice. And what about banner.js? Oh yes, for this white label, the banner looks also nice. But let's select another one with more difficult design. City animation. Oh, it's nice. Design with images, with some movies, like movies on login pages. You will see it now. Oh, here it's working. Everything is okay. So, unfortunately, I cannot show you how you can with which difficulties you can face if you apply, for example, this code for some another design. But as Pavel described earlier, due to CSS style, position absolute, and another rules, we are sure that our banner div, our container, is also held to our login window. So it's nice. Okay, what we can say about other advantages and disadvantages. We can speak about some advantages. As you see, it's very quickly improving Wialon. So if you need something to add, like additional information, additional visual information, and it's not possible to do it via default functional, it's easy to write script. The next advantage is easy to write script. Because I'm not a development and I could write it. Sure, for any junior developer, it's not so difficult. And easy to apply changes. If you need to change something, for example, image for other information, or maybe we need to adapt for another design, to adapt CSS style, it's also easy because you just edit your JavaScript. On your side, you upload it where it hosted, and it's all. It doesn't need to request to our team, to our support, to reload JS or something else. It be loaded automatically with current JS code which you write. And if you talk about disadvantage, okay, the main problem is that it's not possible to unify for all skins. What I mean. For example, maybe some other CSS style, or maybe some another scripts with another HTML elements. You will need to apply for each skins. For example, for example, if you use to hold element to other element, not login window, or like login body or something else, you can face that your new elements will be pushed down, or for example disappeared, or something else. So you need to adapt CSS for white label. There is not some unique, some standard functional, standard functional. In this case, that we cannot guarantee that it works forever. You should understand. Sure, if you bind to some HTML element, and if HTML content will be changes, for example, will be changes ID of div element or name class or something else, the JavaScript will not work. it's the same for all dynamic web pages. So I think that's all which I would like to say you. If you have some questions, additional questions, you can write to our chat. Also, you can write in our chat which topics you would like to hear, to listen on our technical meetups, maybe more about SDK or development or any other Wialon functional. Let's look through your good questions. Pavel, I think you can assist me now and start to answer with first questions. Yes?
Sure. So there were a couple of questions in our YouTube chat. So I think you forgot to mention at the beginning that how do you actually add that JavaScript? So if you need to add JavaScript, just contact our support team and say that you want to add external JavaScript. Provide them with the URL of the JS file you want to be loaded, and so they add this option to your site, and it will work. So, and yeah, so the scripts can be you may want to run your script either on the login page or after users log in. So you should say just which one you want, and maybe you want both. So it's better to have two files and two links, one for the login page and the other for the logged in users. And so you provide the links, and so our support team add them.
Yes, I thank you for your answers, Pavel. I see another question about this is only available for white label, right? And I can answer that no, there is not only for white label. Oh, I mean there is not that the site should has white label skin some, but you need to have your own personal DNS. For example, as I have shown you. Our site, qwialon.com, or another site, there is separated DNS. So even most of all our partners, our customers has own DNS site which redirect to our main site. And for this site, for each custom site, we can apply external JS link. So we just add required option to required site. Also, I see the questions, is it possible for Wialon local? Yeah, it's possible for Wialon local too. The link can be added on site settings via administration site. Later I can I can leave a link to documentation where it's described the place for JavaScript link, but the method is the same. You can use the same code also for Wialon local, because generally we have the same HTML content in Wialon local, especially in latest version, like in Wialon hosting. Okay, let's see. Do we have some other questions?
I think we haven't talked about it in chats yet.
About chat, yes?
Yeah. I can.
Yeah, sure. Please, please tell us about how it's possible to add chat.
So a lot of our clients want to add the support button in Wialon, like Zendesk or GeoChat, or like there are many such systems. So they usually provide their JavaScript snippet, asking you to add it to to the page you need to where you need it. So you just paste that code into the JavaScript files that you will like give the link to the support, and just it will run, and you will have your chat on the either on the login page or after the login.
Okay, yeah, Pavel, thank you for your explanation. I think we can also later add some examples with chat on GitHub, where we have placed three current examples, and you also can add your maybe examples with your ideas. It would be nice for everyone. Okay, just finally, I would like to say that I hope everything was clear for you. We have shared with you some tips and nice new features which you can add to Wialon quickly. And as beginning, it will be nice to use it. Also, we look through some difficulties, some disadvantages, and some of them can be solved, some of them not, but everything can be changed at easy at one moment. Sure, you can apply your own solution, your own ideas, your own code, and try to add something new. Maybe just one also note that it's more hard and complicated if you would like to change something, some default big elements like for example map tiles, or for example maybe some complicated menu, or for example user settings or unit settings. But it's also quite possible, and you can try. Sure, we cannot guarantee that it will work forever. But in any case, the application area for external JavaScript is quite big. So you will find all necessary links on the video, and I would like to finish my topic. Just say you that next week you can enjoy another meetup on topic telematic hardware for public transportation uses cases on Wialon, panel discussion format type. It will be hosted by my colleague Ksenia Dole, our technology partners community manager. I think you know her well. On this meetup, we would like to invite Wialon partners who are already working with the clients in the public transportation sphere, and those who plan to enter this niche. So please join too. Thank you for your attention and kind interest in this matter. If I miss something or I miss some of your questions, I will look through after and can give you a particular answer to any of your questions. Also, you can find my email, and with some additional questions you can write to me via email. Take care and see you soon.